Alabama football begins a new era with Kalen Deboer at the helm. These are three bold predictions for the Crimson Tide heading into the 2024 college football season. Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Phillips of SEC Unfiltered. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that bell icon as well so you get notifications of when we go live and when we drop new video content, which is each and every single day. Also, guys, check out the podcast. It drops daily on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us across social media, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you get your content. And, of course, guys, check out our website, SECUnfiltered.com, for all the latest from us. Guys, the following is brought to you by our friends over at MyBookie. You've waited and watched all year as your team rose to the top or fell to the bottom, but now it's your turn to win big. You've heard the name just about everywhere, MyBookie. They're the industry's leading online sportsbook and casino, and it's not hard to understand why. With thousands of lines to bet on all your favorite sports, NFL, NBA, college ball, check, and check. They've got MMA, they've got soccer, they've got all the latest odds, period. Take advantage of MyBookie's prop builder and live in-game betting, where every single run, throw, and touchdown is another chance for you to put cash in your pocket. Visit their mobile-friendly website today, guys, at mybookie.ag. Again, that's mybookie.ag, and get your first deposit matched halfway up to $1,000 with the promo code SECU when you make your first deposit. So again, guys, that's mybookie.ag, promo code SECU. Get your deposit matched halfway up to $1,000. Guys, the best part is they make it simple with a variety of ways to deposit instantly, including credit card, bank transfer, Bitcoin, and more. So, guys, whether you're at home or on the go, on your laptop or on your phone, it's not too late to make your New Year's resolution a resolution to get paid. Bet, win, and get paid at MyBookie. A new era of Crimson Tide football begin this season as Kalen Deboer officially takes over and gets things rolling at Alabama. These are three bold predictions for year one of the Kalen Deboer era. And guys, let me give a bit of a disclaimer. These are three bold predictions. These are not necessarily predictions I am making saying 110% these things are going to happen. These are three things that could happen. I very well could see them happening, but we're going out on a limb here. They are bold predictions. Emphasis on the bold. So without further ado, guys, three bold predictions for the Crimson Tide in this upcoming 2024 college football season. Number one, Alabama will miss the 12-team college football playoff. This is a bold one because you think about what more than likely has to happen for Alabama to get left out of a 12-team college football playoff. And what would have to happen is Alabama winning less than 10 games in the regular season for the first time since year one of Nick Saban's tenure in Tuscaloosa, guys. You have to go all the way back to 2007. You might recall Alabama lost to Louisiana Monroe in that season as well. So it's been over a decade, heck, over 15 years since Alabama went through a regular season and won less than 10 games. You think about all the changes, guys, with Kalen Deboer taking over for Nick Saban and, the changes at coordinators, the roster turnover. Then you look at the schedule. Of course, you got the SEC opener against the Georgia Bulldogs. The schedule, of course, is a gauntlet, as it always is. You've still got to take on Auburn. You've still got to take on LSU at their place. I believe Alabama draws Texas out of that draw of Texas and Oklahoma. So the schedule is as difficult as ever. And for the first time since 2006, Alabama does not have Nick Saban to fall back on. You don't get the benefit of the doubt anymore. Will it still be there's an Alabama problem in the SEC for a number of opponents, or will we find out it was more of a Nick Saban problem? My first bold prediction for Alabama football in year one at Kalen Deboer: the Crimson Tide will miss the college football playoff, which it's weird to think of a college football playoff without Alabama in it. It's even crazier to think about a college football playoff that includes 12 teams without the Alabama Crimson Tide present. My second bold prediction for Alabama football in 2024: Alabama upsets Georgia in Tuscaloosa. I would not be stunned to see this take place, just because of, guys, again, that game's going to be at Bryant-Denny Stadium, the SEC opener for new head coach Kalen Deboer. You know it's going to be a raucous environment. You know it's going to be crazy. We already know it's going to be a primetime night game matchup, if you will. Again, you look at Georgia. Do they have an Alabama problem, or did they have a Nick Saban problem, right? Most feel that with Nick Saban's retirement, this opens the door wide open for the Georgia Bulldogs and Kirby Smart to kick the door down and take over as that top team in not just the SEC, but all of college football as well. Will we find out that we need to pump the brakes, and that's not necessarily the case, right? You look at Alabama's roster, guys. You look at Bama's roster. It's still one of the best in college football, right? You look at that Alabama roster top to bottom. It still grades out the blue chip ratio. I think it's third best in the country. So they got the third best roster in college football still. Could Alabama beat Georgia on their home field at night? It absolutely could happen. Although I think everyone is going to be picking Georgia to win that football game. I think everyone right now feels like Georgia's going to win that football game. Do not be surprised if the Crimson Tide find a way to, on their home field, pull that upset and shock the college football world. And finally, guys, my third bold prediction for Alabama football this season, and this one is probably my most bold of all: Jalen Milroe enters his redshirt junior season. So he's going to have a decision yet again, end of season. Does he want to go pro, or does he want to come back? My third and final bold prediction for the Crimson Tide is this: Jalen Milroe will not go pro at the end of the season. He will also not be back at Alabama in 2025. Jalen Milroe will be the latest veteran quarterback to hit the transfer portal and go elsewhere, especially after spending a year with Kalen Deboer, in Kalen Deboer's system, right? Kalen Deboer wants to bring in his own guys. I think that includes the quarterback position. Jalen Milroe says, you know what? I'm better off elsewhere, playing in a system that more so is fit for me, in a situation where I can start anew. I think Jalen Milroe will not go pro, will not return to Alabama. He will instead hit the transfer portal, where he will be one of the most highly coveted quarterbacks on the market and will certainly land at one of the top schools in the country and should be successful there. So again, guys, my three bold predictions for Alabama Crimson Tide football entering 2024. Number one, the Crimson Tide miss the college football playoff. Number two, Alabama upsets Georgia in Tuscaloosa. And number three, Jalen Milroe transfers instead of going pro at the end of the 2024 season. Guys, drop your bold predictions in the comments below. What are your three bold predictions, and which of mine do you agree or disagree most with? Safe to say, as we enter year one of Kalen Deboer in Tuscaloosa, we're in for a wild ride, and it'll be unpredictable, one of the most unpredictable seasons in recent memory for Alabama football. Guys, that's going to do it all for me. Appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. Again, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that bell icon as well so you get notifications of when we go live and when we drop new video content, which is each and every single day. Also, guys, check out the podcast. It drops daily on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. You can check us out there. Also, social media, X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you get your content. And, of course, check out our website, SECUnfiltered.com. I'm Chris Phillips of SEC Unfiltered. Guys, appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you all so much. And we'll catch you on the other side.